Hi, I'm Bethany Wallace of Bethany Wallace Communications and Consulting. I also serve as Director of Strategic Workforce Planning for SL Global. I just wanted to point something out that maybe you've noticed or maybe you haven't, but I think that it's a real tendency in the workplace right now. And I think it's one that we should avoid. And that is a tendency to talk down about Gen Z or to Gen Z and um, to just focus on the negatives about Gen Z and their tendencies or deficits. Obviously, if you look through my YouTube channel, you'll see there are lots of videos about Gen Z and soft skills deficit. So I acknowledge that it's an issue and that we as Gen X or millennials or baby boomers have contributed to the problem by providing digital devices for Gen Z when they're very young, which pulled their time away from spending time with people face to face in person. And that causes soft skills to atrophy. There are lots of other ways we've contributed to the problem that Gen Z has with soft skills, but all that to say, it doesn't really benefit anyone if we sit around and make jokes about Gen Z, if we harp on all of the problems, but don't offer any solutions. And I just want to point out that Gen Z has some great characteristics. There are some trends that we're seeing in Gen Z that are super positive. And if you're recruiting Gen Z or you want to attract Gen Z to your organization, then you need to focus on those. And here's the real catch is to make your recruiting them centered, not you centered as an organization. So perhaps like in your job postings, instead of starting out with a description of your organization, flip it around and start out with a description of the role, what a day in the life of this person in this role might be like. Just make it focused on what Gen Z cares about. That's what they care about. They care about purpose. They care more about having drive and purpose and meaning than they do about money or benefits. And that's really huge. And there are so many other positives that I could go into, but I just quickly want to say if this video sort of stings with you, then that's because that may be something that you need to work on. And watch how you're talking about Gen Z and watch how you're talking to Gen Z and sort of switch that language around and focus on the solutions and focus on the positives and see if it doesn't improve the quality of your workplace culture.